Jonathan Musoli, the Merchant of Success, and welcome to this particular program, How You Can Succeed Like Crazy. I'm going to share with you some power techniques, beliefs, strategies, secrets, and unconventional means on how you can truly succeed like crazy, because I believe you deserve nothing else other than that powerful success. Let's talk about module 1. That's power beliefs for success. Now, I want us to reflect on this particular thought, and that is, belief is the foundation for everything. That's what I believe, and that's what I would like you to reflect on, because if belief is a foundation for everything, therefore we must pay attention to what sort of beliefs we carry and embody. What they are, or what are they? What are these beliefs? Beliefs, is, just to be very direct, is what you believe to be true. That's what makes it a belief. It's what you choose to believe to be true. And the other question that could be on your mind right now is, why are they important? Number one, they determine what you do. And if beliefs determine what you do, and we know that what you do determine the results that you get, therefore, we have to pay extreme attention to that notion of beliefs. Secondly, they influence who you associate with, because I've noticed over time that people who believe in a certain way, they hang out in certain places. I'm a soccer fan. As of this time, I am a fan of Arsenal Football Club. Now, I've also discovered over time that Arsenal fans, they hang out in certain places. And people of other football clubs, whether it is Manchester United or Barcelona, they also hang out in certain places. So you end up associating with certain people depending on what you believe in. If you believe in drinking, guess what? A bar will be one of your second homes. If you believe in dancing, then a club will be one of your homes, and then you will be associating with people who love dancing. So just know that what you believe in will absolutely, definitely influence who you eventually associate with. Beliefs also influence what you think. They influence whether you think about wealth creation or whether you think about spending. They will influence whether you think about reading or just lazing around in the couch. So because, for example, a person like me, I believe that what I read or do not read will influence who I become in the process. Therefore, I believe in reading, while there are people who believe in soaps. Therefore, they spend a lot of their time in front of television sets. A belief will also influence how you feel. If you believe that life is unfair, then you will also be walking around angry and feisty. If you believe that life is wonderful, then you pass around, you walk around looking and feeling wonderful. So beliefs, they also definitely influence how we feel. And in the process, if they influence what you feel, what you think, what you do, then eventually they will influence what you attract, or what you bring into your life, or what you manifest, as a matter of fact. So beliefs are foundational in the ultimate results you and I experience in life. Now, I want us to switch to the core theme of this particular module, and those are called the 7 power attitudes of success. And what are those? Number 1 is that you get the outcome you focus on. Therefore, you have to be specific about where you want to go and exactly why you want, what you want to achieve, I beg your pardon. You have to be specific about where you want to go and exactly what you want to achieve. So the truth of the matter is, the outcome that you focus on, eventually, depending on how you think about it, depending on how you focus on, then it will follow you. As a matter of fact, then it's critical that you are very clear in terms of what you want. That's why there is that famous saying that be careful for what you wish for, because you might as well get it. So what is the outcome that you're truly focusing on in your life? And will be that you would want, what is the outcome that you want to experience in your life? And we'll be talking a little more about how to experience more out of life in the following modules. The second thought, the second power attitude is you already have the capability you need to succeed. It's already in you. I think that's why from a spiritual perspective, there's always that saying that God can't give you a vision without the provision. But in this case, we are saying that, well, if you have that for whatever you want to succeed in, you already have that capability and capacity inside you. The question is how you can take charge of who you are. So the strategy here is, and the challenge I'm throwing at you is, to take time to understand your own strength and passions, such that at the end of the day you can make the most out of them and seek for support from others where you feel you have less capability, where you think you have less skill, where you think you have less capacity, so to speak. But the abilities are already there. The passions are already there. The question is, do you know them? So part of this task, part of the task I would like to throw at you is to sit down and write down what are your strengths and capabilities that you believe you can maximize to take your life to the next level. The next power belief is that you are in charge of your mindset and therefore your results. No one is in charge of your mindset. I don't care what you say and what you dream about and what you talk about. It's business of passing on the buck, so to speak, of claiming that someone else is the one who created all these troubles around you. It's about choosing to determine that, hey, I'm in charge of my mindset. And if you really want to be successful like crazy, you have to take charge of your mindset. You have to take charge of your life. And if you make your attitude one of excellence and act as if you're already successful, then you're already on your way to achieving your objective. Why? Because most people do not think that way. They do not have the attitude of success. They act like they are struggling. Even in the language, you hear the language they are using. Things are tough. Things are challenging. It's not good. It's bad. I'm failing. Why is life unfair to me? They always believe that the conditions out there are in charge. But you see, part of the drama, part of the trick, part of the excellence that will enable you to boost your life, to go to another level, part of what will really push you to succeed like crazy is to choose to be in charge of your mindset, in charge of your results. Therefore, you have to pay attention to what you're feeding in your mind, to what you're thinking about, to what you're reflecting on, to what you're strategizing about, because eventually it will reflect in your final results. The other attitude to have is to see everything through your customer's eyes. And when you say see everything through your customer's eyes, is to think that, okay, at the end of the day, it's not what I think, but what my client thinks, what they feel is important, to what they think is very critical. And you know, there is that famous law, the golden rule: do unto others as you want them to do unto you. But the platinum rule says, do unto them as they would want you to do unto them. Because you might be interested in coffee, and if I appear at your home, you think that I'm interested in coffee. Truth of the matter is, as of this recording, I don't like coffee. I stopped taking coffee when I was in high school, when I was finishing my ordinary level in high school. So the strategy should be to ask me, hey Ethan, what do you really fancy taking today? Then I will tell you whether it's a cup of tea or juice. As a matter of fact, I love juice, okay? So then I'll be able to tell you what I truly want, what I truly desire. So it's important to look at things through your customer's eyes, to serve them through their own interests, not your own interests, and not through your own assumptions. I like that belief, that anything can be accomplished if broken into a plan with small enough steps. I have a good friend of mine, Fred, he likes saying that, how do you eat an elephant? Then he say, it's one small piece at a time. And that's what life is all about. So if you can choose to say, however big a mountain is, if you choose to hit one piece at a time, then you can bring that mountain down. However big a goal is, if you chunk it down and break it down into smaller and smaller pieces, and you put theirs and you create steps related to that, then you will most likely succeed. So the trick here is to develop a roadmap on how you're going to achieve your objective, even if it is very broad terms. So you specify and say, you know what, this is how I plan to go about A, B, C, D. And this is my plan. And I'll be showing you, in terms of goal achievement in the later modules, I'll be showing you how you should be thinking about goals, how you should break them down, and those tips and techniques that you can take to make sure that you succeed like crazy. Now, when you take action towards your goal, there's no such thing as failure. It's feedback. That's the next power attitude. So long as you are taking action, then you are making progress. Even if you're veered off course, at least you're getting feedback that, hey, I just need to get back on. So in life, it's neither success nor failure. It's feedback. Either feedback that you would have desired, that's what we call success, or feedback that you wish was different, and that's what we sometimes call failure. But powerful individuals, if you want to succeed like crazy, you have to think from the premise that, you know what, this is just feedback. And if you've not gotten the results that you truly desire, then it means you change your strategy, you change your thinking. You either expand it, turn it around, twist it, go east or west. At the end of the day, just choose to say, you know what, I want to create success. And I'm going to pay attention to the sort of feedback that life is giving me for either to stay on course or change course. And that's the law of life. Now, the other bit that I want you to pay attention to is to take the first step now to getting improvements you want and respond positively when things don't go the way you expect. So meaning, if things change in terms of what you expected originally, don't throw a tantrum, because a tantrum might throw you off board totally. But when you think proactively about it, and you keep a positive attitude, and you're thinking of the sorts of questions, I beg your pardon, and you're thinking of the sorts of lessons you're picking out of the experience, then it will propel you forward at a much faster rate compared to when you choose to look at life with a negative attitude, with negative thoughts. The next power attitude is that the meaning of communication is the response you get. Whenever I'm teaching about communication, I always say that what truly determines how effective your communication is, what sort of response are you getting? Did you get the response that you desired? Then that means you communicated effectively. If you didn't get the response that you desired, then it means your communication was not as effective as you had expected. And it's a law of life that effectiveness is determined by expectation and desired outcomes, not necessarily wishes and whims. So therefore, it means you have to be alert to the response of others as you move forward, so that you're not just asleep and acting anyhowly, as the Ghanaians say, that anyhowly. No, you don't just pay attention that way. So you watch the results you're getting. Then if they are not what you want, then you change something. You change the strategy. You change where you're going. Now, what is the task that I'm giving you, these are the tasks. This is the task I want to give you. I want you to think carefully about this question. What beliefs are holding you back or slowing you down or stopping you from living the life that you truly want or to experience the results that you desire? What are those beliefs? Think about them seriously. Is it the belief that I was born poor? Is it the belief that I'm not smart enough? Is it the belief that I'm not rich enough? Is it the belief that the world is unfair out there? What could be slowing you down or stopping you right now? And I want you to pause this tape. I want you to pause this video and write down those beliefs that are truly holding you back. Okay, good. You've written those beliefs down. Fantastic. Welcome back. Now, I want you now to think about turning them around. For example, you might be having a belief that I am not good enough. Therefore, the turnaround is I am good enough and I am worthy of amazing things. The other turnaround could be, let's say you have a belief, I'll never make it in life. So the turnaround belief could be, hey, I know I can make it in life. The other belief that you could be having is, you know what, I was born in a poor family, therefore I will stay poor. And then the turnaround could be, you know what, regardless of my background, I know I can make it in life and become rich. See what I mean? So I want you to pause this video once again and make a turnaround against those beliefs. So you are typically looking at the opposite end of those beliefs. So you look at the negative belief and then create a positive one, a sort of belief that will keep empowering you and pushing you to the next level. And then I'll be with you in a second. Good. You did? Fantastic. Now, I want you to keep saying those beliefs over and over again. And lastly, this is what I want you to do. I want you to adopt the 7 beliefs. So I want you to replay this video again. And as you're doing that, I want you to write these beliefs down, put them in front of your table if you can, or in front of the mirror where you can see it, where you can see these beliefs daily. And think of how can I apply these beliefs? And every day look for opportunities to apply these beliefs. And as you apply those beliefs, you'll be amazed at what sort of person you will become. Because who you are is as a result of the beliefs you held yesterday. And who you will be tomorrow is as a result of the beliefs you choose to focus on beginning today. And the 7 beliefs can take you to the 7th heaven of life. And that is a life where you can be amazingly successful, where you can truly succeed like crazy. And in the next module, I'm going to give you another strategy on how you can truly succeed like crazy. I'll see you in a moment.